Okay, the solution was 68% alcohol and it came up to the 600 milliliter mark on the beaker. How much alcohol should be evaporated so that the remainder would only be 20% alcohol? So we have a solution. We have 600 milliliters of it. It has stuff in it. It has alcohol in it. It has other things in it, but it's 68% alcohol. We want it to become 20% alcohol. And so the way we're going to do that is we're going to boil it. When we boil it, some of the alcohol will evaporate into the air. And so I'm going to talk about how much I'm starting with, how much I'm going to add or subtract, and how much I'm going to end up with. So first, I'm going to speak in general. In general, how much do I start with? 600 milliliters of stuff. How much am I going to add or subtract? Well, I'm going to subtract something. I'm not going to add something. I'm boiling it so that some stuff will come out. I don't know how much. That's X. I'm going to say minus X. And how much am I going to end up with? I don't know. I'll call it Y. Okay, so that's a very general equation just about how much stuff is there, how much I'm taking out, and how much I'll end up with. It doesn't have much in it. All right, now we're going to write the same exact equation, except this time we'll just talk about the alcohol that's moving in this way. So we start out with how much alcohol? Well, 68% of that original stuff is alcohol. So 0.68 times 600. So 0.68 of 600, that's alcohol. 68% of that stuff is alcohol. So that's how much alcohol I start with. I'm going to take away something. What is it? It's pure alcohol. I'm evaporating alcohol out of there. So this is 100% of that X right there is alcohol. It's all alcohol. So I could put 1.00X or I could just put X. But since it's 100% alcohol, I don't need to. That's exactly what I wrote. 100% of those milliliters are alcohol. How much alcohol am I going to end up with? Well, Y milliliters, how much of it's going to be alcohol? 20%. So 20% of Y is alcohol. So let me write that second equation one more time. It looks exactly like the first equation, except that I'm putting percentages in front of every single thing. So the 600, that's 0.68 of that is alcohol. I'm putting a minus sign because there's a minus sign in the first equation. Now I'm going to put X. What percent of X is alcohol? It's alcohol, so it's 100%. 1.00, or don't put anything at all because that means 1. How much alcohol is going to be in the final milliliters? That Y. 0.2 of Y is alcohol. So the first equation is a general equation just about solution, milliliters of stuff. And the second equation is that same exact equation. Don't change anything about it. Just put in the percentages of alcohol in each of the things, each of the terms in that equation. Now we just need to solve this. So I'm going to go ahead and multiply these two numbers together, and that will give me 408. So I'm just going to go ahead and erase that part so that I can just put 408 there because there's not a lot of room to work. All right. 1.00x is just x. So I'm going to get rid of that 1.00 because it's kind of cluttering things up. Usually I would probably multiply this whole second equation by 10. There's no reason to do it. It's simple enough already. So what I'm going to do is just multiply the whole second equation by -1 so that I can cancel out the x's. So negative, positive, negative. And when I do that, if I add these two equations together, the x's go away and I end up with 192 here. And over here, 1y minus 0.2y is 0.8y. Divide both sides by 0.8, 240 milliliters. And so the question is, how much alcohol should be evaporated? Well, that's not the answer because that's how much I end up with. So how much alcohol should be evaporated is X. So 240 is what I'm left with. I started with 600. So 600 minus 240 is how much I evaporated out. So that would be 360 milliliters I evaporated out so that I would end up with 240 milliliters, which would be 20% alcohol. So the answer is 360 milliliters.